To my brain, I recall age. To gain to A, B, C, we come together as we relocate our vibe tomorrow. Wagwan, wagwan, wagwan. Hello, beautiful people, wherever you are. Welcome back. Santos Kogin back again to the root of today. And we are this one-on-one live. We have checked much of the things are democalizing and making the effect today because we have checked what is really roaming out and we have found that things are just consolidating to their own affinity. Because yesterday I saw the demon. Yesterday she was talking about, guys, you know, hey, if you don't know nothing to do with the fish pond, can you invite the corn mom so she can teach you how to put maize into the fish pond to feed them? And how the things are going, I saw that things were just heterozygous. You want to take over the game? That's the real effect that's going to be coming out with an immediate effect. Boom, 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 boom. And also I've seen the demon going to be traveling to the Western Kenya to look for M. Carol. Boom, 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 boom. And also I've seen the message to Ayamaro from the Davy Jr. Riet. And also I've seen one of the groups of us is continuing to grow. And I need, I've seen a collab going to be coming out. Irene Jepp in the house. Wagwan, wherever you are coming from, guys, we're going to be tuning in. We have those kind of the points today to tackle them out with an immediate effect. If you have not looked for a seat, just look for a seat. Wagwan, wagwan. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, man. We're going to be starting this kind of a vibe. Coming out very fantastic. We are starting with this kind of a vibe. One-on-one. Yeah, man. We have seen now the farmer lady going to be introduced onto the ecosystem, making sure that things are going to be coming out very fantastic and ridiculously. And she's going to be kept holding much of the essence of the fish pond that she's going to be taking over the game. And also he was just talking to the you know, the person, the porcupine, who is still at the Kenge fraternity or the Kenge villa. He is the brother to the Condad. So everything is now making the alliteration here. And he was just talking to that kind of a man who is the age of the father. He was talking like he wanted to teach. You think that we want to turn 360 degrees and you think about, you can just read about the fish and you're going there with a face that looks like a homologous solution. And you're talking about, oh, I'm going to be making sure that I want to make sure that, oh, I'm taking care of this kind of the fish, my food. So the thing is, if you can ever not know how to call, talk about this, the young ones of the fishes, let me teach you this kind of a vibe, because I'll be there to teach inside you, because I'm going to be pumping the knowledge to your empty heads that are vacant with the vacuous solutions that are never being rated and titulated into your minds. So today, I'm going to be making sure that I'm pumping the knowledge. Let me tell you, the young one of a fish, after 1 day to 30 days is called a fry. After 30 days it's called a fingering. After 30 days again it's called a post fingering. Then we have the big fish. So I think you can now get it. Not again go back to talk about a baby fish. A baby fish, my foot. Don't be a homologous solution. And you're talking about, hey, big, Don't think about you can turn to your anchor 360. Now you think about the nyash is there and the stomach is stomaching in front. Right now there's no nyash there. The only thing that is positive there, it's just talk about the buttocks to hold the baby. Because this kind of the section here, right now even there's no shaker. There's no shaker. You understand me? So right now she's finding a heavy duty. Right now there's no even wearing the underwear. You know, she was wearing and putting here the Jamaican flag. So right now there's no nyash. Everything is now becoming like a cantankerous solution. So somebody can just get it. So right now she's straining herself to make sure that things are gonna be coming. Things are gonna be coming. East and west and south and center. Whoa! Things are gonna be coming. Things won't be coming every time and then exactly. But the real solution is one. Whenever they were just looking at the fish, they never, you saw how the water is. And I told them that whenever you are just joking with the real deal, G. You're going to be finding the time which is so fantastic, and you're going to be reframing yourself, and you're going to be getting it very rough. So they are now talking about, oh, you know, now the message to Kenge himself is, oh, you know, he made a mistake. People who knew this kind of the things, how they're happening, they could be here. But you know what, guys, this kind of the people, A, B, C, D, your mother is the one who made those kind of the stupid allegations and accusations and the stupid implementation of agricultural misuse of its own affidavit and infrastructure writ. Because when I talk about that one, I mean that the mother was the one who misled everything. Because how can you go and throw maize onto the fishbone and you're talking about you are a teacher my foot? Sometimes if you don't know anything, just be a fool. Let people pump knowledge to your hands because you are empty-handed. That's why even Kenge himself promised to open a mental hospital in Nyabohase. First, we'll start with Gunmo. And we'll go to Lady J. Then he will put the machete man. Then he will put the demon. Then we will finish with the conman as he insert himself with the Argentinian long nose and lock like Safina. Safina is the one that God said that two people will be entering. So I think there is two. And Lady J can even deal with the demon fantastic and meticulously with an immediate effect because he doesn't care. And I don't know why the Lady J can never assunate himself and talk about I want to deal with her perpendicularly. I don't know why they cannot be lured. Because if this Lady J can ever take some people's wife, why can't you take the demon and talk about now I want to go to use this kind of the lady? Let me go and sell her and go and record and make sure that I'm recording the surface area exposed very meticulously and make sure that we are sending it out. Right now, it has whenever people talk about whose surface area was exposed, the demon. Ooh, let me go and watch. Ooh, people will pay money. This kind of a boy doesn't use brain. Use brain. Use even Argentina long nose. This is a Lady J. You are not using your brain. Fantastic. One day time you the demon and the film. And put it onto the eyes and you will get 1 million views whenever they will hear that is the demon being filmed. So people can just see whatever is going to be shaking. And what was just shaking beside the Ginton talking about, can you? Do you think that I can be like you? And she's standing like a maggot. Do you think that I can be like you? And now the nyash she's now putting it this way so that I can see now she's standing very fantastic. We understand. And you know, standing, that was the only standing thing that I liked. You know, every boy has his own homologous solution. So my insulins, whenever maybe they see this kind of the fractures, maybe they talk about the carelessly hanging objects. You know, sometimes irregular in shape and such kind of the incense. So that's the real fact. It was by the way. So that's how the insulins and what? And the, is it called the hormones? The hormones. You know, whenever somebody comes to you thinking about, oh, you know, this kind of the people are full. Now we left the villa. Now look at whatever is just happening there. Because whenever the demon came, the last time we hosted her there, and I was the real cook, and she came and talked about, oh, uncle, it was a Maro engineer. Uncle, what do you think I can do to this kind of a boy? You think I was a boy? Right now I'm a man because I went in a school called Give Us Boys, We Give You Men. Right now I'm a man and I can deal with you simultaneously. I can pay for you the rent in London. Huh? I don't know. Yeah, I'm squamarizing myself so I can, you know, I'm kicking the point so as I can take over the game. Yeah, don't worry. Maybe I'm proposing. By the way, exactly. So that's the real fact that was going on there. And the effect that right now they're just seeing, they're now knowing that whenever they are dealing with the people, and the people who are always volunteering or not only volunteering to talk about they're going to be doing it, they're going to be coming and making the things happen. Because when Kenge alleged us that we were volunteering there, we are just sympathizing with the chaotic and aphragmastic things that were just being misled into that kind of the position. The OSCOMs and the postcoms of the day comes this way. That this kind of the people they think about, they're going to be dealing with everything. Right now, they're now separating themselves into ministries. One of them, who is the demon, going to be now the Minister of Agriculture, which is dealing with the blue economy. which is dealing with such kind of the adulteration of water and dealing with aquaculture. And I don't think if she's going to be dealing with the river also, because it's so pollutant. Right now, it's too pollutant. I saw much of the people talking about the pollution in the Kenge fraternity area and to the river. So such kind of the misquas and heterozygotism things going to be handled with a pogromitic way, and we're going to be handling them with a rectification mode. And for the real fact of the day, we come to this kind of the point. Lady J was given the mandate of foreign affairs to make sure that he want to be advising Kenya with an immediate effect. As now, we are now dealing with the Minister of where? Foreign Affairs. This is the real point that's coming out clearly right now. Now, yesterday, this kind of a boy was talking about, sometimes it's a kick, yeah? It's just a wash-wash. So, Lady J, always we have to understand is a wash-wash guy. So, if you don't know him, I'm very sorry about it. So, he was now talking about, Kenge himself. He's just acting like he was a brave, but he's just an asquamarizer person who is the defaulter, and we can talk about he's just the liar of the highest order and the scammer of the highest order. So even Lady J himself understand it. And the real fact that comes out clean is to talk about this, that when we talk about Kenge himself and even the family, they don't like him too. And that's why the time comes when they were just having that kind of a pogromicity way. And advice to Kenge, it was like, now you are advising your elder brother and talk about, I want you to rectify these kind of things. What do you want to rectify? Because both of you understand each other, because you are always cucumberizers, you are also pipidizers, you are even introduced to Gunmo to be a dididizer. So things are just falling every time apart. And to the real fact of the time, yeah, so the real effect that comes out clearly, we have to differentiate the real fact about what are you going to be advising this kind of a guy. The advice is one. He ever made a wrong solution or a wrong titulation, a wrong buration. As what am I saying about? He also needed to have a person who can just rectify the mistakes he ever did. And right now, they're now talking about you could have left much of the people at the villa who could be handling much of this kind of the pogromitic things that you ever did. The imbroglio of the time is Kegelo is suffering from medulla oblongata. Right now, he's just traveling even with all the family of his own. You are just a fool also. Because how can you go and travel with everybody, with the kid, with everything, and talk about now, people talk about, oh, we are traveling the whole of the family. Now you want to talk about the whole family and take them to Kenya? We are waiting for you, and you will never take them anywhere. The only thing is you are just giving them a ride, and you will never pay the dowry. Because that is the real effect of a man from Africa. You want to talk about now calculate, and the Argentina Longno should be so brave. Into this, they might be hooked up because Kenge is Kenge. You will understand it. Because they always talk about, no, now, the money that I took you from here, still calculate it. And if you'll never get that point, you'll get at a time where things will just... And that's the real fact about what is coming out clean. And the effect that comes out from this kind of the goons is that they are rhetorical every time, and they understand themselves that they don't have anything to put onto the table right now. And are now forcing everything to come. And into the conjunction, you saw much of the things that the demon was talking about. She's going to be going to attack Carol from Western Kenya. Now I think who is going to be shaking the nyash to who? I'm going to be talking about, yeah, man. So I'm going to be waiting for that kind of a moment whenever she's going to be, and I don't think the demon can ever go to Western Kenya. What is she going to talk there? Because the face is not facing there. And she's now coming to, is an expectant mother. Right now she has to relax, keep quiet at home, be fed, and also be conjugated and wait for the moment. Right now, the only thing she could be looking for is a person who will be so mature enough and energetic enough to still continue the conjugation of this lady. Because if we don't have this kind of the affidavit of talking about what has to happen, she needs somebody to open the engine, twist it, twist, and right now it's looking so, it's now like a third hand vehicle. So even the key, sometimes it might have a defect. It's like a road, so there's no much of a vehicle can get a jam anywhere. So it's just one way. So it is you inciting the key and you go one way. So that's the effect. Right now, there's no one who can have such kind of a moment, because right now it's looking pathetic and so homologous in solution. Yeah. But there's no effect. Whenever somebody can talk about it, there's money. Gintu can rush like Safari Rally, but not the real thing about rushing into that kind of a person, because they might use the machete to rush me out of that kind of the compound with immediate effect. But the ill effect is one. Right now, they're now finding it rough, because M. Carol came out correctly to talk about, she has talked to the mother. The mother has supplied much of, can talk about the appeals that people can just use to send this kind of the money. And this kind of the people have formulated one of the scammerization app called GoFundMe, that they needing 60,000 USD, which is so vigilant to the people so they can just make it. Because I saw much of the people talking about, oh, Lady J, how can I send the money? This kind of the people are hooking you up, because the money will never reach Casta wherever she is. Even if she is in Delhi, which is in Delhi, India, things are going to be bearing a fat, because it's going to be raining feces. Whenever it reaches at the time, GoFundMe, whoever's contributing GoFundMe, Lady J will delete the names and will never find them anywhere. And there's no one will ever go back to trace whoever funded and whoever contributed, so as you can catalyze. And right now is just eyeing forward to make sure that he's finishing his own house. Be very, very keen, because things are going to be falling apart to you. So this is the effect that they're talking about. You have talked to the mother. Right now, Caro, she came out clean to talk about this is the number. You can send to this and this. The demon is now coming to turn it, that you're going to be going to look for this kind of the people and do what you gun. Don't be stupid as the way you are. Sometimes we are not talking about right now she's expectant. She should be at home, relaxing, and getting cucumberization anytime. Because right now you have to put the eyes, the nose has to come out. The way you are just putting yourself that, oh, I want to go here, I want to go here. Put your body down and work, and let people work for it. Because the more the conjugation, the more the pedization, the more everything, the more the eyes come, the more the nose come, the more the ears come, the more the neck comes. So the effect comes once clean. Don't defect yourself. Don't come outside to talk about right now, even you have not formulated an ear. So right now, the only thing you have to go and look forward, sit down, relax, be fed, look for somebody so as you can just put the ears inside there. So don't be stupid also. So the time you're just wasting talking about Caro, yet you want to have the fund so as you can just make sure that you're going for the maternity with. Don't be stupid as that way. People have already recognized the presence of the stupidity that you have as a family. So everybody knows that right now you are an expectant mother. You are now looking for the money for the pregnancy, and we are talking about what? We are talking about the pregnancy and to make sure that for baby shower. So that's the money they are looking for in the GoFundMe. So if you have not got the real point about it, right now the money is being searched. Lady J, I saw somebody sent the money to the live. And he talked about, imagine he knows that the point he's talking about, imagine guys, I'm always talking this. A person knows that the topic I'm talking about is about cluster. And how can we help Caster to make sure that everything is coming out clean? And now Lady J is asking this kind of person who has donated, is it me or Caster? Very stupidity of the air stored. Why can't you alliteratively get the real point about what is being spoken and how it's being spoken and what kind of an agenda are you having? Right now, I think whenever they're going to be meeting Mkaro, and Mkaro is brighter, the brightness of the nature of the brightness, and the demon is the money brightness. You understand me? So she's going to be kicking it like at Safari Rally. Right now she's pregnant. There's not much of getting a bit because she can even do nothing. Because right now she is in a very sarcasm place. Whatever she can do wrong, it will defect the baby, whoever is, onto the stomach. Right now she has to cool down and relax. Start waiting and just look at the man in Nyabuhansi who can make it perfect. Yeah. Look even for a green lodge. A green lodge is very fantastic, the demon. You understand it? The green lodge. Go just take a fabric that was like giving the people and talk about environment here. Strip down, talk about, yeah, baby, in guavas. And make sure that now you are even touching it and talking about, yeah, you know, you're going to be growing. Yeah. And put ears inside there. Put nose. Right now, there's not even a lips. Yeah, go put lips inside there. So look for a person to put lips. So sometimes gauge your words and gauge the time, because right now you are looking for the maternity GoFundMe, not for Caster. That's the fact. Whoever is contributing knows for the maternity rate, and whatever she was doing, and whoever is responsible for that kind of the stomach in, make a compliment. So that's the fact. Now I'm just waiting for that moment whenever now this kind of the lady gonna be talking about yeah. She's gonna be now rushing like a helter skelter project, talking about, oh, I want to go and get this kind of a lady, oh, Mkaro. I'm just waiting for that war, because it will be live. And Mkaro, whenever they're coming, tell me, because I want to be there like DJ Afro. Yeah, man, yeah. Now we have Mkaro on the other side, yeah. So as we can just have that kind of, and I talk about, 1, 2, 3, let's go. And I see now whatever going to be coming out, I'm going to be now laughing like something else, because whenever this kind of a lady, she's just a mouth. It's just a mouth. The demon doesn't know anything. The only thing is a mouth, but she cannot do nothing. She can do nothing. Because even whenever she was employed in a school here to go and teach, she was just teaching nonsense. Even she was chased with the student from the school, and she never went and finished even this course. She's lying outside there that she finished the course, yet she went even attachment only, and she was chased from there. And it was not a university, it was a college. So don't be lied for this kind of the lunatic psychopathism people, and they're lying for you. And even Lady J is coming here to tell you that he graduated my foot, and he's just lying about the borehole in Nyabuhanse. Is the one who brought that kind of the cutters. It's stupidity of the air stored. And Kenge is promising you that, oh, you know, I was working in a bank my foot, and yet you are the one who was looking for the customers to come and sign in into that bank. So sometimes don't think about you are stupid in terms of analyzing and getting the real point. So that is the real effect. So right now there's a war between Caster and all the people are just making sure they're going to be broadcasting it live, so as Caster can come out of the Delhi hospital for the surgeries, and she's going to be having that kind of the cancer being withdrawn from that kind of the body, or things going to be the way they're going to be coming. So we are praying for her, and good talk about early repossession, and also how the things going to be coming. I think right now the operation went, and right now she's just having some 2-3 shenanigans there and there to make sure that the fees or this kind of the areas they're going to be having are going to be fixed, and having some of the injections whenever necessary, because she's now adapting, I think so. And the real effect is now they have seen the reactors have come together. They're now making sure that they have not even, you know, guys, they thought about they're only the people who are going to broadcast it. Oh, let us have Caster, she's having a problem. They have found that even reactors, they have more of the intents than them. them because whenever they had a grudge of the iPhone between Lady J and the demon, and they brought this kind of the shenanigan to Castor, she has to leave and she had to go to South Africa for much of the resolutions. And right now they're coming out to talk about, she was our friend, my foot, you stupid poor people. And you're talking about even where is Shonarua? Why is she not coming out to talk about she was my a bright like a mango here and talking about you are looking like soils and you're talking about clay soil. So sometimes gauge your words before you talk about them. Why is Shonaro not coming out right now clear to talk about, she was my friend because they were traveling. The demon is now the one who is coming out with mud of the mouth, thinking about she's going to be talking like the buttocks are open and she's talking about, the PDD. Hey. Don't be lunatic psychopathism, people. The fact comes out clean right now because what we need is one. All the reactors have engaged and they're talking about Castor should be helped. And everybody's engaging to talk about Castor be helped also. And we are engaging ourselves like reactors talk about she has to be protected so as she can get all the treatments and be allowed to come back home. And the effect that's coming out is the PayPal is becoming a problem. Whenever Mkaro posted the PayPal of this kind of the people, the other lunatic psychopath people from the Kenga fraternity, they don't want that kind of the PayPal to be working. They're talking about, the Western Union, it has a limit. How much money has been sent, it will never reflect. Use this kind of a GoFundMe. Use PayPal. Use Remitry. Use gain to A, gain to B, gain to C, gain to D. So much of the shenanigans. But whatever has to come out clean is one. They are lying to the people that this kind of the money gonna be going to Castor. But the effect is one. They are just looking for themselves in a heterozygous manner. But the effect will come once, whenever it will come to defect and affect them, because you can now engage from the family. Whenever Kenge himself, there was a burial ceremony of the Rose DJ, rest in peace. He took the money and he made it a transport to Argentina. Right now, the demon is looking for GoFundMe with Lady J so as it can be maternity GoFundMe. So as she can get the maternity being relieved. Because right now things are so bad. The economy is bad in Kenya. Infraction of praxis. Talk about even looking for money is a problem. Right now they're now looking. She was talking about, I will not go to Amara there. Or right now she's now looking for the content. Right now she's going even to the Maro there, tagging him, talking about, now she's shooting the videos from there. Stupidity of the highest order. You don't know that now you're just showing people whatever we ever saw. And you're talking about, we are waiting for that moment. Whenever he will come, you will never be accessing because you know the Argentina long nose. As how she's treating you like a queen, and how she's gonna be dealing with you perpendicularly per unit time. But guys, don't be solidarized with this kind of the people because they know the real effect about how to look for the money. And looking for the money from them, it means that they're gonna be looking for the money in every position they get, in every corner, so they can get money in Kenya. Right now, it's not pedidization because she was getting the pedidization, talk about conjugal rights as she was gaining money. Right now, there's no one who liked it. Right now, the surface area exposed, the engine is too broad. And there's no one who can talk about have a key that can be inserted there. So right now, there's no money for conjugation. So that's the fact. So she's now suffering from a dry spell. And she's thinking about, I can get, right now she's even looking for a cooking stick. Talking about, I look for a cooking stick which is long. And everything is possible because there's no one who is urged to have such kind of a person who is always talking about, she's walking like a duck and talking about, right now I think she's going to be having, it's only the makeup she's just putting there. Whenever you will see her, whenever she is not in the makeups, you will wonder, guys, because of what I'm talking about, she's looking like a pathetic water guard. And she's now becoming horrible. And right now, even she's now becoming to have this kind of the things that do come here, so they can just support the baby whenever the maternity rate is becoming booming. You understand me? So right now she's having a problem. 2 in 1 and the stupid head also carrying all the things. So she's having a problem of thinking. That's why she's coming out to think about she's going to be attacking everyone. No one is to be attacked here. Whenever you bring the police we are eating with the police. Whenever you talk about you're going to be bringing, I don't know, the chief is eating with us. Whenever you talk about Nye, in the Nye, she's there. Whenever you talk about Nye, Ngo is there. So everything gonna be fixed properly in your own affidavit. So the point to drive home is one. Let us not be challenged with this kind of the lunatic and stupidity minds that cannot even allegate to any of our own affinity and talk about, oh, you know, this kind of the people are gonna be coming for them. Are you coming for who, my foot? Right now, you don't think about the Gintu is the person you came and talking about, oh, guys, you know that time whenever she was just turning to me, I was just hearing like she's a person who I can just deal with her perpendicularly per unit time because she was so wagwan during that time. I was only lacking money in my pocket. I could have dealt with her. Hey, you know me, guys. You know me. Don't worry. It's by the way. So the effect that will come out clean is one. I don't have to have this kind of the scenarios turning around and thinking about the 360. And you think about you're going to be turning 360 in Mkaro. You will find that things are now cooking. You're going to be cooked like a sufuria and be hot like a pot and be turned like a wheelbarrow, my friend, and be put in a missionary style, and you'll just be kicked like something else. Keep it tuned, keep it locked. And we have another scenario that we have one called a lady called Irene Jep. Finally, Irene Jep, she has joined the reactions, and now she's now hitting like Savannah. I told the people at the first, and whoever can just recall, I told them, Erin Jep, one day you will have to come to us because we have find a way, we have find a road for the destiny. So if you think about you are the only soul which will remain to Kenge, who will never understand you anymore. It's Kenge. Never have any kind of conspiracy with you. He can never even deal with you anything. Right now you have seen how you're going to be broke. You're going to see how you're going to be not having anything coming out. You have to join the team. And I'm ready to give you a shout out. Welcome to the G Castle here. And I'm going to be giving you a shout out as you are my PA always. And you are one of the guys who ever chased much of the people from the villa. And also you are the one who made sure that things are not working very fantastic to Nairobi teacher also. And to the girlfriend there. And things were so immense. So the real effect comes once that whatever you do to other people is going to be done to you. So you find that there's no much of hesitation outside here. Just fall into the bracket and make it happen. Because whenever we talk about fall into the bracket, we have this kind of the things have to fall down. And if the things are going to be falling down, we are there to strategize them. And right now, you are to make sure that you are not wearing the blue band shirt. Right now, there's another team you are. And I'm rectifying your mistakes because before you get to another mistake. Right now, no white, no milk selling here. No yellow, no blue band representation here. So make sure that everything you are wearing, it is reflecting a good times here. So I'm going to be welcoming you back to the real society that we are dealing with the factual things only, making sure that you're going to be getting and gauging everything so fantastic. And to the Irene Jeb, thank you very much for you being tuned and watching the videos as you're going to be now dealing with this kind of the people perpendicularly as I'm baptizing you to start the game already, and I think now I'm going to be leaving you to the game. So as you can just be dealing with this kind of the people, fantastic. And come out whenever you are just selling much of the miners there at Kenge Fraternity and you are just the PA. What was the behavior? And whatever was just miscellaneously affecting much of the people, come out with them and talk about them so that people can just know whom this kind of the people, whenever you are getting our own posquimiases and aslomacesiastes, and you'll just get this kind of the messiasticos of the day because they're talking about their messiahs, my foot. And the real effect is whenever they're gonna be getting the real fact of the thing go, woo! woo, they're going to be finding the real rough situation here. And Irene Jep, welcome. And you are now at home and feel the vibe, and let's leverage it up. We are leveling it up and deal with these people perpendicularly per unit time, because they need lecture and they need us to pump much of the good knowledge to their empty heads, that they are just lunatic and psychopathism, crocodile and behaviors people who are jealousy every time whenever they see that people are making a move. And when we're going to be making it as representative, woo, we're going to be making it happen, guys. We have it happening, and to the real vibe of the time. And things going to be coming to you live, which is one-on-one. I like about everyone who's being tuned and watching the video from wherever you are. I respect and cherishing together so as we can just make it happen, because much of the things has not been revealed, and we're going to be revealing them outside here as we represent the team. And how the things going to be coming, I think about we're going to be having much of the people visiting and to the village and making sure that things are broadcasted one-on-one. And we're waiting for the demon and to make sure that they're going to be coming, we're going to talk about they're going to be coming for us, and we're waiting for that kind of the coming. We are just sympathizing with which kind of the coming you're going to be talking about, because we are here and we're going to be waiting for you meticulously and effectively. We are still waiting for you harmlessly and heterozygously. So this is the real effect of the time, and let's make it happen, because we're gonna be moving, guys. We have much of the things still going on and to the G Castle here, and I'm gonna be showing you before I just close this kind of the chapter right now, because much of the things still have the vibrant time to come out crazy and not crazy, fabulous, not fabulous, heterozygous, not heterozygous, though the effect now comes out clean and it's one-on-one. Due to much of the sun that has been shining here and there, we have much of the scenarios like the drought has hit like Savali Rally. So even right now, we don't have much of the talk here, because it was about to rain, but no raining, and now the fish pond is now fantastic. So it's looking like a big house, and things are so fantastic. And we have already the inlet that's going to be coming with water inside here, because I was talking about oh, it has this kind of the tooth out, so as they can just protect the fish pond, and it has been already plastered out for effective and strong walls, and they're going to be plastered inside very, very meticulously and with an immediate effect. Why am I saying so? Whenever it's going to be raining, it's going to be so fantastic, as we're going to be not having the problem to solve with the water. And the real effect of the time I talked about, even you can just see Bentley is here playing with the bricks. Why are you breaking the bricks? How are you?
Fine.
Everything is good? Why are you breaking the stuff here? Or you are enjoying? You are enjoying?
Yes.
Exactly. So guys, I want to be having a protective wall here that much of the children cannot just come and fall into this. So whenever it will be full of water, it will be occupying 480,000 liters of water here. So it will be a huge and a back and talk about a huge awesome amount of water gonna be holded onto this kind of the water tank that's gonna be here. So as we can have the fish rearing here. So the only thing that's remaining, it's the plaster, and it's going to be demobilizing as soon as possible whenever the money will be flowing into my account, because right now a little bit having a problem with the money account flowing into my own pocket. So we have to buffer with how the scenario and the circumstances they come. So sometimes we have it, sometimes we don't have it. So that's the thing, because even the family has to feed, and also the G Castle going to be waiting for the moment to come, because we have already today, even I received much of the guest here. She was a lady, and she came with a surprise, and I was so fantastic. I'm talking about woo, everything gonna be so awesome coming out from this position one-on-one. Let's make it, let's represent it, let's make it happen, because we are we, and we shall be we, and whenever we're gonna be having this kind of a we, we're gonna be having the we coming out of the we. Exactly, guys. And I really talk about, thank you very much for everyone who's been talking about Oginto. We have to go forward. If we have the G Castle here, we're gonna be going forward much, and this is just a a start of it, and much of the people are still asking about, oh, Gintu, where are you getting much of the money to construct? Guys, even the lady that came here with a surprise, she was even asking Gintu about where do you get money from? I always tell people that how you plan yourself, planning yourself is a very fantastic moment. So whenever you plan yourself, you're going to be making it happen, because it's us to plan, not everybody or somebody to come and plan for you. It's you to decide whatever you are doing in terms of the cash flow. We are talking about the cash flow here. If you have a low cash flow, don't talk about, oh, I have to get this kind of the dependence to be so much. Have a lesser dependent, so as you can just gauge your things and get to the cycle. And how the things are just going on, I really love about everyone who's being tuned and locked in to make it happen, because it's us to make it happen, and we are making it happen. Even the road, guys, I've just already backfilled it, because right now it's now looking so fantastic. Even this side, it's levelized, not the way it was in the far distance time that the construction was undergoing. And also, we're going to be coming back to the construction on Monday. And guys, whoever want to support Gintu on Monday, so as you can just have some cements, thank you very much. You can just be locked and you can talk about, oh, Gintu, how can I just read it? You can just use the Western Union, and also can use Ria Money or MoneyGram. And also you can just talk about, oh, Gintu, what's your name? Samson Gintu Sigano. Samson Gintu Sigano. It's my name, and you can just democalize with something small, like 2 cement, 3 cement. One cement, it's cost about $8 there, eight or $7 to $8 there, and because of the change. So sometimes you cannot have the fixed price of it whenever the change is bad. So it's $8 there, I think so. And you can just get 1 cement bag, and everything gonna be so fantastic whenever we come out and rolling in onto this kind of the day. And we really like about everyone has been tuned and locked in as we go in like Safari Rally. Keep it tuned, keep it locked. They're just paying less money for them to act. And for them to do it very fantastic, they always come out, talk about, they're complaining that there's no money. Yet they will pay. And just to do the digitization, which is a 2-minute thing, and talk about, now I'm satisfied. If you want to apply much and do, sometimes you have to get it clearly. Because when we talk about this kind of the people are this way, now Nyabuhansi gonna be now booming. Because when even the villa was being built, it was aligned that there are gonna be a pawn hub there. And I was thinking about, what are they talking about a pawn hub? And I came to know that the condoms were now thrown helter-skelter. And that's the fact. Now it's becoming to a clear light that much of the ladies who are being molested, why was it not like a pawn hub there? And it was like a dangulo, my people, I'm telling you. And something that is now causing much of the terrible heartism to the much of the parents, because they have accused this kind of the people, they have used this kind of the ladies, they have thrown them into a pogrom, they have used them very regularly, and talking about, this kind of the ladies are so sweet. Oh, whenever they just hang this way, they put their legs in missionary style, I don't know, wheelbarrow style, I don't know, dog, which kind of the style, Armenian style, Cameroon style, I don't know which kind of the style. Whichever the style it is, they talk about, oh, they're going to be having tight, I don't know which kind of the tight are they talking about. Is it a cloth? Somebody tell me, what is tight? That they're talking about something is tight. Is it a cloth that they're always wearing? I don't know. It was by the way, I had it. So that's the fact that is coming out. When you come to talk about this kind of the scenarios, how are they going to be handled with a care? And how are they going to be treated and to get out of this kind of the pogromicity of the time? They talk about, you are very stupid, we don't recommend, acknowledge you, we don't do this and then this. They think about we can never know the real information about what is roaming in Nyabuhansi. Now Nyabuhansi, even the house that Lady J is talking about, going to be building, it's going to be a pawn hub, because they want to film their videos. And you will see it has already put a permanent, which is a perimeter wall. So you're going to be getting it and getting a gate, and things gonna be roaming inside there like Safari Rally. People gonna be hit there like something. And you see only now they have paid a lot of money in the clubs, in hotels, shooting those kind of the videos. Sometimes they're gonna be accused talking about, we don't want to see you back here. So whenever it reaches to this kind of the segment, it becomes so chaotic. They're now forming themselves, talk about, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do that. So that kind of the essence is coming out. When we come clearly to the evidence fit, let's happen that we have to create Nyabuanse in another level. Now everyone is now talking about Nyabuanse. Why are they not can even talk about Nyabuanse today? They have something big, a very big rally that they are handling. The patients are being given food in hospitals. Talk about children are being paid much of the school fees. Everybody who is coming. Talk about sanitary needs are being given to everybody who is just available. Talks about the minors. Talk about even books. Like right now, the half term is coming to an end of today, and people need books, people need pencils, people need pens, and whenever people can come out and talk about, we have to psych as YouTubers, talk about all Nyabuanse village, people should be given books, should be given bags, should be given school stationaries. It could be best than talking about you have to get this kind of the ladies from Nyabuanse to from Nairobi, come with them here, dice, get money, and something which is so awkward. If we could be thinking positively, we could be so far, and people could be talking about Nyabuanse in a very good decisive manner. But now it's being defaulted that they have to talk bad. Even a person from I don't know where is talking about Nyabuanse. So even though people can never watch, they have to talk bad about it. And that's the fact that we have to dismiss. And if we have to come together, I know that it will be so hard for them to talk about we can rejoin with Gintu, we can do this and this. I'm not bothered with it. But once upon a time, I'll do it. And you will see as an example. And I will have it to be done once upon a time. And I'm praying to the living God. I'm telling God, one day, one time, I'll do it. And I'll give people free stationaries. Go back to school and learn than what is now Majukuno is doing, even creating much of the chaos than even is ever creating. Imagine again paying 60,000 to silence a person who is paying and getting and is one of the guardians of these ladies, and they're now paying